Hi, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are kicking it fucking already. We're kicking it up at the mod garage. So a couple weeks back, you guys might remember, there was that I think it was a 2014 STI, that silver hatchback that I pulled the engine out of that had the sunroof edition in the top of the block. So parts have finally started coming in for that one. So I have two brand new cylinder heads for it, which I kind of want to buy new cylinder heads for the 05 STI, seeing that they're only like $500 each. Actually not that bad. So I've got two brand new cylinder heads. This is the first time I'll actually have to go through and relap valves because these are brand new OEM valves. Brand new OEM cylinder heads and everything like that. These one, as I throw the brand new valve, everything needs to be relapped. Well, it doesn't need to be relapped, it needs to be lapped, so that way the valve's actually made up to the cylinder head and create a good sealing surface with this set. So we're gonna be assembling a lot of head stuff today. I absolutely hate assembling heads, mainly due to the fact that I have to fight with keepers. Keepers take forever for me to get in, just they're annoying. Sometimes they go in first try, sometimes it takes like an hour to get one keeper in. So it'll be fun, it'll be exciting. So one cylinder head, two cylinder head, all new valves, all new valve springs, lower seats, oil seals, everything. We have everything over here to be able to rebuild these things. So this will be fun. They look so good. Like brand new heads look so good. So I'm gonna be building heads. Ryan's over here doing some party stuff with this radium. This is just single pump in here, right?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Ryan's over here. Goodbye. Bye. Enjoy your lower control arms.
Sir, I will.
So Ryan's over here doing one of these radium fuel pumps. If you guys remember, I did one of these in the 17 STI. This one's got only a single pump in it. Just because, what'd you have in there? AM 340?
Yeah.
AM 340 in there, and it just wasn't feeding enough. So this is a 450 now.
Yeah, it's got the Walbro in there.
Nice. So it should be able to supply this thing with enough fuel. If you guys remember, this thing was on this thing showed up in a couple videos months ago when it was up here when Ryan was rebuilding the engine. Now he's doing a fuel pump in it.
Hey, you want to see something funny?
I don't know.
Look at the so it had the Cobb little overflow radiator reservoir here, right?
Yeah.
And it broke off.
Where'd it go?
Don't know. It's on the freeway somewhere. Most likely. No idea.
It legit like broke off and just fell out?
Yes. Gone. You can see it was bolted right
Yeah,
there.
I can see that. It was metal too, right?
It was there.
What?
Yeah.
Your Cobb radiator overflow just broke.
Yeah.
And is on the freeway somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to it.
What? You didn't tell me that earlier.
We did. We told you that earlier.
You said it was translucent. I thought that meant you got like a cool aftermarket one.
No, as in it's gone. It broke off.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, extremely see-through.
They told me it was a translucent one that's on there, but I thought that meant it was like you got like a cool see-through one or something like that.
No, it's so clear that you can't even see it anymore.
Oh. You gonna get a new one?
Well, he's contacting Cobb to see if they'll replace it.
At least you have the broken piece of bracket on there so you can at least send a picture to Cobb, be like, hey, this thing's gone.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
No.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get started on these heads over here. The way I'm gonna be lapping these valves is I put a little piece of vacuum line on a bolt. I'm gonna put the bolt inside of this drill with the valve on the other end of that. Stick it through there and just move the valve in and out with the grinding compound on there just to seat the valve to the head. I'll probably do these one at a time, so I'll get like one valve in there, get that one fully assembled with the keeper, and just go down the line and start knocking these out. These suck. It's probably gonna take me all day to do. Definitely not looking forward to it, but apparently there's pizza on the way, so oh god, don't fall. So we'll have some fuel. So I got one cylinder, well I've got literally one cylinder. I have one cylinder redone, all assembled, ready to go. These valves have been lapped. You have to go through, you have to lap every valve to whatever spot you put it in. So keep that in mind. If this is something that you guys do, don't like take one valve and lap them to every single port on here, because you're not gonna have a good time with sealing. I can tell you that right now. So 4 down, 8 to go. So I have one of the heads completely assembled at this point. Subaru kind of really messed up on this though, and I'll show you guys what I mean. But first, a quick message from today's sponsor. All right, you guys, it is that time of the month again where we get to talk about our friends over at Skillshare. Skillshare is an awesome online learning-based platform. I kind of wish that I would have used it a lot sooner, but also I didn't know about it a couple years ago. So you know what, we're playing some catch up. Recently, I've been going through some classes, just kind of learning here and there, kind of refining what I already know. You guys know that I love automotive photography and just photography in general. If you're on the Instagram, if you don't know how to use one of these really confusing cameras, don't worry. This awesome class by Justin Bridges shows you just the entry-level beginning of how to use a DSLR, how to set it up so that way you're not always shooting in just auto mode or anything like that. You can go through there and actually personalize your camera settings. And some of this stuff about DSLRs actually applies to taking photos with your phone too, if you have a newer phone that actually lets you go in there and adjust all this stuff. Now this is just one of many classes that's offered online. They have like filmmaking, graphic design, website design, photography, videography, you name it, it's probably on there. Yes, you could probably go to college and learn all this stuff too, but here's the great thing about Skillshare, it's only $10 a month. Much cheaper than college, but like I said, like I always say, if you want to go to college, by all means, go to college. It's a very good thing. Now, if Skillshare is something that might interest you, now the first 1,000 people that use the link down below in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare. You can go test it out. You can see if you can like it. You can learn to use one of these if you want. So if refining some skills is something you're looking to do, go check out Skillshare. Let's get back to this video. So like I said, I have this head completely it's not rebuilt, it's built since it's all brand new. So we've got brand new valves, retainers, keepers, spring seats, everything in there. Valves have been lapped, this one's good to go. This one I can't even build, so it's just gonna retain as a brand new head for right now. Subaru sent over 32 valve springs. They sent 8 retainers, they sent 16 valves, they sent 8 oil seals when I needed 16. I don't know why they sent 32 springs. They only sent 8 valve seats also, so I can't actually get this other head assembled quite yet. I don't know why they did that. And they sent over like 70 keepers. Like Subarus. If you work in a parts department anywhere and you get an order to like rebuild heads or something like that and you send over 32 valve springs, like ask yourself, like, why am I sending 32 valve springs on an engine that only takes 16 valves? Or why am I sending 70 valve keepers on an engine that only takes what, 32 valves or 32 keepers? I don't know, it's 2 per, it's whatever, 16, 32 keepers. I don't understand. And then Brian made me order more parts. Brian's super pumped over here because he just sold a charge speed kit for what, a VA?
Yep.
2015 plus WRX or STI?
STI.
It's one of my subscribers?
It could be, I think so.
What's his name?
I'm not gonna tell you on there, it's gonna ruin a surprise.
Is it a surprise? I thought he already had a charge speed kit on the car.
I'm just a bumper.
Oh. Well, apparently somebody ordered a charge speed kit for their car. If you're the one who ordered it, congrats on your charge speed kit. So, because Subaru messed up, there's not too much else I can do with these heads until I get these other lower spring seats in, because that's the last thing I'm waiting on. I could reuse the old ones, but I feel guilty about building completely brand new heads and reusing old parts if the customer's under the impression that they're getting all new parts. So I'm just gonna wait for these new ones to come in. So what I'll probably do is throw his new short block on an engine stand, get the oil pump on. Hey, did we figure out about that oil pan and whatnot? Is he getting the Killer Bee oil pan and stuff? Okay, can you verify with him? I feel bad because yeah, his engine blew a hole in the top of it. Everything's screwed on that engine. It needs all new everything. Like there's no compromise here. It's like you reuse the old parts, but it's probably going to destroy your new engine. And that's the thing. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go on a mini rant, because I've been building a lot of engines for people. If you think about this, all right? So you have an engine in your Subaru, in any car, it doesn't have to be a Subaru, and your engine blows up, it literally blows up. Like your piston, your rod, something melts, you get metal particulates everywhere. Now, if one of those metal particulates gets like in between the cam and the cam journal, it's gonna completely score it. You're gonna need, depending on how bad it is, you'll probably need a new head, or you could probably try to resurface it a little bit like I did with the 05. But if you, like these metal particles, you cannot clean 100% of them out. It's not gonna happen. Like you need oil, like brand new oil control valves, AVCS cam gears if you have AVCS, because oil flows through there, oil particulates gonna get in there. Like those little banjo filter screens that you have in your AVCS lines, like yeah, they'll stop some of them to an extent, but not all of them. 2 cents, replace your oil stuff. Just replace it. Just replace it. Don't reuse it. Don't do that. So because I can't really mess with these heads anymore, I'm gonna get started on the short block. So this is just a Type L Ray rebuild. So it's a brand new Type L Ray short block from Subaru, 706 casting, as you can see right there. Brand new shininess, beautifulness. I do like that the fact that these short blocks from Subaru come with all the plugs already in them, the rear main seal, this air separator plate back here on the back of the engine. So that does make it really nice. I found some ARP 2000 head studs laying around that we're gonna get tossed in this thing as well. So we can get one of the heads bolted on. I wish we could bolt them both on, but you know, one's better than none. So let's get this thing thrown on the engine stand. Let's start getting stuff bolted down to this and get it ready to, well, we can't because we're still waiting on the other head stuff, but we get one head bolted on. So let's get at least one. So I've got this Type R A short block pretty much put together as I can right now. One head can only go on because I'm still waiting on those valve spring seats to come in. Brian said that they should show up Thursday-ish, hopefully Thursday-ish, and hopefully we don't get 32 of them like we did valve springs. I don't get it. I don't understand how you quite messed that up. We ordered the correct amount, right? Our email stated the correct amount for everything that we needed. I have no idea how we ended up with 32 valve springs, 8 valve seats. Please don't throw that at me. I will pop that. So this one's put together as much as I can get it. Once the other stuff comes in for those heads, I can get that bolted on there, get this thing back in time, hopefully get it back dropped in the car. We're waiting on an oil pan, oil pickup, some other stuff to come in for it also, but it should be getting there. This car's been sitting on standby a little bit too long for what I want, so hopefully it's out of here in like a week. Brian also conned me into ordering the wing for the 05 STI, so. For everyone who has been hating on the wingless, I still like the wingless, but I was planning on getting a wing at some point anyway, so I guess now is better than ever. Is that the saying? Now is better than later? Now and later's candy. Call it what you. There's a big wing coming for the 05 ST. I'm not going to tell you guys which one yet. You'll see when it does show up. I don't think we're going to put any of the exterior mods on the car until it comes time to do all of them at once, I think, just so that way we can see like the final transformation or like the transformation of the car. It's going to look so good when it's done, I promise. But do I have anything else? Oh, Brian's holding the ethanol sensor hostage at his house right now for some reason. Where's my ethanol sensor? Tomorrow, I guess. Jeez. Anyways, let's swing back down to the house. I do have a live stream I gotta do tonight. Gotta jet out. So, just got back down to the house. Just got off a live stream. It's been a pretty chill day. Got that other engine pretty much reassembled, good to go at this point. Ended up ordering a wing for the 05 STI, so the complete look of that car is going to change entirely in the next month or so, which I am extremely excited for. The color, if you guys were in the live stream, you guys know what color it's going to be. If you haven't seen that live stream, guess you gotta wait. Guess you gotta wait. When you guys jump in the live streams, you get like secret information that comes out sometimes earlier than it actually is supposed to. But that whole debacle with Subaru, like, am I a joke to you, Subaru? Am I a joke to you? 32 valve springs? Oh, I totally forgot to mention this also. They were only supposed to send down, so Subaru bucket sizes, they're the lifter, quote unquote, the buckets, I told them to, we bought two. We bought 2.438 buckets. It's the smallest bucket size you can order from Subaru. These f***ers sent down 30 of them. They sent down 30, Matt. What do I need 30 438 buckets for? I needed 2. I don't understand it. Like I said, if you guys, if any of you guys work in a parts department and you get some like weird questionable stuff, you're like, why am I sending 30 of these 438 buckets? Question it a little bit, like, just come on, it's not the end of the world. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you guys. Color of the day today is, I'm not going to tell you because I was going to say the color of the wrap, so you're going to have to guess what the color of the day is. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!